Shabbat Shalom. I'm Rabbi Jaime Aklepi from Temple Beth in Pinecrest, Florida, and I'm here to share with you from the Rabbinic Association of Greater Miami a little bit from Parashat Vayera, which is the second portion in the book of Shemot, the book of Exodus. Some people say that this is the most well-known parasha because it contains 7 out of the 10 plagues. And those, if you remember, blood, frogs, lice, wild beasts, cattle plague, boils, and hail, the kind of hail that had fire inside. So it was ice on the outside, fire within. When it hit the ground, fire would erupt. Well, in the beginning of this portion, God speaks to Moses and tells him the promises that he is going to make to the Israelites. I have now heard the moaning of the Israelites because the Egyptians are holding them in bondage, and I have remembered my covenant. Say therefore to the Israelite people, I am the Lord, I will free you from the labors of the Egyptians and deliver you from their bondage. I will redeem you with an outstretched arm and through extraordinary chastisements. Those are the plagues. I will take you to be my people, and I will be your God, and you shall know that I, the Lord, am your God, who freed you from the labors of the Egyptians. And further, God said, I will bring you into the land which I swore to your ancestors to give to Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. I will give it to you as a possession. Vayedaber Moshe kein al bnei Yisrael v'lo sham'u el Moshe mikotzer ruach u'ma'avodah kasha. But when Moses told all of this to the Israelites, they would not listen to Moses because their spirits were crushed by their cruel bondage. It's like every human being. We can't comprehend something new when our spirits are crushed, called kotzer ruach in this section. But that is exactly what we need to do, even with a shortness of breath, the literal translation of kotzer ruach, with this lack of patience that we may be feeling during this plague, during this pandemic that we are still suffering through. We must find the way for change. Saforno, the Italian biblical commentator, commented on this section and understood that who can have complete faith? The Israelites weren't able to have faith like Abraham did when they couldn't get away from their burdens, when they couldn't see a future, and worse, they got used to it, and therefore that was their only reality. Nothing appeared believable, no change appeared believable to their state of mind, and so their heart could not assimilate those promises. It's not unlike us today. Here we are at the beginning of a secular year. We think about how Pharaoh's heart was hardened and it destroyed him. We think about the Israelites under their bondage, how they got used to it and couldn't see a way out even when it was presented to them. We are still struggling. There may not be a way out immediately from pandemic, but there's a way out of our crushed spirits, of our kotzer ruach. That way out, of course, is to think about this past year, 2021. What have you been grateful for? What are you grateful for today? As we begin 2022, how can you help the healing of another human being who is struggling? Compassion and care brings us faith. And with faith, we can see a way to a better year, a healthier year, a more productive year, a year where our spirits are raised high looking for the future. May 2022 be all those good things I'm wishing for this year. Health, happiness, contentment, fulfillment. May it all be in your hands. Ken Yeretzon. Shabbat Shalom.